Hello, little dreamers, and welcome back to Nova's Moonlight Tales, a cozy little corner of the night where stories glow softly and your imagination can snuggle in like a warm blanket. Tonight's tale is a gentle one, a story about noticing the small moments that make our hearts feel full. So find your comfiest pillow, take a deep breath in, and let your worries melt away as we begin. In a small, peaceful town, where evening smelled like warm bread and the sound of crickets drifted through open windows, there was a place most people walked past without really seeing. A tiny meadow at the edge of town, calm, quiet, and easy to miss. And in the center of that meadow stood a single tree. It wasn't the tallest tree. It wasn't the brightest green. It didn't bloom with fancy colors or grow fruit in the summertime. But if you stood close, very close, you might notice something special. This tree felt peaceful, like it had been listening to the world for a very, very long time. People called it the quiet tree. One crisp autumn afternoon, a girl named Mira wandered into the meadow. She'd been feeling a little heavy in her heart. Not sad exactly, just tired, the way some days can make you feel. She carried a small notebook everywhere she went. Today, she held it tightly, her fingers tapping the cover. She stepped toward the quiet tree and sat at its base. The grass felt soft beneath her, almost like it had been waiting for someone to rest there. Mira opened her notebook and whispered, "I wish I knew what I'm thankful for. I know there are things. I just can't think of them today." The tree didn't speak. It didn't move. It simply stood with her, steady, gentle, patient. A soft breeze drifted by, brushing over her shoulders. Mira felt a tiny piece of the heaviness melt away. "I guess," she whispered, "I'm thankful for the breeze," she wrote in her notebook. The breeze. As soon as she finished, a single golden leaf drifted down from above and landed beside her. Mira blinked, surprised. "Well, that's nice timing," she murmured with a small smile. She wrote again, "I am thankful for quiet places like this." Another leaf fell, a tiny heart-shaped one this time. Mira looked up into the branches. The tree wasn't talking, but it was listening. And somehow that was enough. She kept writing. Warm blankets, the smell of cinnamon, Mom's humming in the kitchen, a friend who always shares her last piece of gum, the sky right before it turns pink, laughing until my stomach hurts, the feeling of being understood. With every thought, another soft leaf drifted to the ground until she had a glowing little circle of color around her. Mira felt lighter, not perfect, not magically changed, just more herself. She placed her hand gently on the tree's trunk. "Thank you for listening," she whispered. The branches rustled slow and soft, like a quiet nod. Mira tucked one golden leaf into her notebook and walked back toward town. The meadow felt different now, warm, peaceful, familiar. She realized something simple and true. Sometimes thankfulness isn't about big moments. Sometimes it's the tiny, ordinary pieces of a day that make your heart feel full. And now, little dreamer, as you nestle into your blanket tonight, think of one small moment from today that made you feel warm inside. Maybe a smile, a cozy hug, a favorite snack, or a quiet moment all your own. Hold that gentle, thankful thought close. Let it glow softly in your heart and drift into peaceful dreams. Until next time, good night, moonbeams.